Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Defense of the Patience. We are a video game podcast, and I'm Cyphus. I'm sitting here with my co-host Roland.
Heyo.
And coming off of a long weekend for me of Elite Dangerous and
Dota.
A lot of Dota.
I played a lot of Dota over the weekend, and I had to go to fucking winter fucking dinner with my wife's friends, I guess. Like, friends from high school. It wasn't as bad as I complained a lot, but I went.
Yeah, like all good husbands.
Yeah,
did a lot of complaining, but you did it anyway.
I complained before and after, but
I get to hear some of the post dinner complaining.
It's just lame, is all it is. But you know,
Christmas obligations. Yeah, I think we talked about that last year. All the terrible stuff you have to do at Christmas that I don't think anybody really wants to do.
I guess it's something about getting older, where you really want to do it. Because those are the people that seem to be... No, I'm talking like...
Everybody else.
my parents-in-law, my parents, none of my grandparents are J-dubs, so they don't believe in Santa Claus.
Jehovah's Witnesses, for those of you who don't speak street like Roland.
Speak street. So, yeah. And
J-dubs coming by your house delivering the dub teas, you know what I'm saying?
Watchtower. Yeah. So yeah, you know, Christmas sucks. I hate it. I got all my shopping done, thankfully.
I haven't. I'm waiting until Wednesday, which is the next payday, and then I'm going to dump all my Christmas money into Amazon. And I'm going to use the .p Amazon banner when I do it.
Mine wasn't Amazon. Audrey doesn't listen to the show. I went to, she's a runner. She runs marathons and shit. So I went to the running store where they're super expensive shoes that are... I don't know. I don't get it. And they're like, what kind of arch does she have? Is it a low arch or a high arch?
And you're like, I don't know. I'm not a foot guy.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, like, you just tell me, like, I came in here with a size for shoes. That's what I'm here.
I remember the good old days when all you needed was a size for shoes.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, oh, okay, I think we'll go with a neutral here. And it's like, okay. And so I had him put it in a giant box, like, cause a shoe box, pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
And then I just threw in, like, all sorts of running shit. And so that was, like, one present. Whereas, like, it was, like, $350 for shoes and, like, protein goo that, like, it's called pre-workout, apparently. Where it's, like, you just suck down some, like, gelatiny goo that, I don't know, makes you run better or something.
Makes me glad I'm not healthy. You know?
Yeah, so she got a bunch of stuff like that, and then a bunch, like, I just made, like, a running thing, like, running shit. I don't know, there was a girl there that I was just like, whatever, you run, right? She's like, yeah, I work at a running store. And I was like, okay, whatever you would want in a running box, let's just go ahead and throw it in there, and let's call it good. And now I have to go to another, like, athletic store and get a hair bun thing that has a hole in it for a ponytail. So it's like anyway, it's retarded. It's like $90 too for this one thing, and it's like I'm calling it. I'm calling it that.
I got my girlfriend an i5 processor for Christmas.
An i5? I couldn't even get an i7.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't shell out the big bucks for the i7.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got her a laptop last year. You can't set the bar and then lower it, dude.
Ah, yeah, you can. That's a
fucking
myth.
Bought like an $800 laptop, and now you're buying her i5 processor.
It was actually a little bit more than $800.
And then you bought her a monitor.
No, she bought herself all that stuff.
How much was the i5?
Like $200, $190.
That's
maybe?
it? You're getting? That's all you're getting?
Oh no! I'm getting, like, that was the big present. See, I don't do it like you do. I'm like, you can have one big present because she was building her computer right away. It's like, all right, we'll get you an i5, and that'll be part of your Christmas. You know, we do those kinds of negotiations with each other to get each other things. You know. Mm-hmm. And then, I'll grab her a couple of knickknacks, little tiny things for Christmas. So she's got something under the tree to open. It's real easy.
Doesn't work like that around here.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
Audrey knows exactly how many presents are under the tree. Like, she's like, do you know we have 17 presents under the tree? And I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. And she's like...
And two people live there.
Two people. And it's for, like... Well, I had to get everybody that I run with a gift. And they go to a place called Bomber Athlete.
We're not getting each other anything for Christmas, right?
No, I'm not getting you anything.
Good. I like that, I feel like with all of my friends, what I want is that unspoken agreement that I won't ever get you anything for Christmas.
Wait, you're not getting me anything?
And you don't have to get me anything.
I can take back what I got here. It's no big deal. No, she goes to this athletic place called Bomber Athlete. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. She goes there like 3 times a week. She could be cheating on me. Like I don't even don't know where the place is. Never been inside. And she's like, I'm gonna get them each one of these little things, and it's gonna say you're the bomb. And so I was like, that is so cheesy. That is so horribly cheesy. So yeah, we've got like, we're married now, and all of a sudden our fridge has like 12 Christmas cards. Did you see that?
Yeah.
How many Christmas cards we have?
It's disgusting.
Oh my god, dude. It's like, I don't even know these people, but they're sending us like, and every single one is the same format. It's in a field, okay, with dogs. If you have animals are definitely in one of the 6 pictures. There's usually about 6 pictures. Every single one says love somewhere on it, and every single one says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, of course. I'm glad we don't do that shit.
Yeah, I threw Christmas cards away. Right away.
Oh, no.
Upon opening them,
they're
go
just
on
the
gone.
Fridge, dude. Yeah. Like, the fridge is just covered with, like, families and fields that just say, like, love in random places and, like, trust. And, like, loyalty, you know what I mean? Just like
all good American words.
those big, strong words.
I get flooded with Christmas cards from, like, salesmen, and, like, because of my job. Like, it's salesmen with, like, here's a new piece of test equipment that looked great, and then a Christmas card attached to it with pictures of them and their family. Ugh. And people that I don't like to begin with. But they're sending me these Christmas cards along with pictures of their family. Mm-hmm. And you
have to look at their ugly family.
It's just, I look at it's like,
Oh yeah, I have to look at many ugly families that get sent in every day, and I'm always surprised.
So pro tip for those of you out there with ugly families, don't send out Christmas cards.
Oh no, they're the exception. Everybody's the exception. Yeah. They're not the ugly family, right? No one's the ugly family. No.
I think everybody looks, probably ugly isn't the word, but everybody looks awkward in those photos, because I'm going to go ahead and assume
stupid.
That at least 20% of the people that are involved in those don't want to be involved.
I'm going to say more than 20%. I'm going to say the husband in every single one was like, I have to pay for this, 1, or 2, you hired a photographer, what? And then all the kids. None of the kids want to be there. It's the wife. I'm sorry. Maybe it's a husband,
No, I think there's some guys out there that...
They, like, get down on, like, they're proud of their family.
And especially, like, I think the dudes or the salesmen, for instance, right, who are sending me the Christmas cards, I think they all think that it's an extra opportunity to interact with me in some way or personalize themselves to me, which...
Dude, save them for toilet paper is what I do. I'd love to wipe my ass with somebody's ugly family. Because that's how I feel about these Christmas cards. I swear to God, that's horrible. Huh? That's terrible. No, I can't believe it, and I will never do that. And I told Audrey that. I was like, by the way, this is never going to happen. We're never going to send Christmas cards out. We're not going to do that bullshit, okay? And we probably will, and I'll probably have to concede.
Yeah.
And then somebody like me will wipe their ass with my face. You know what I mean? And so the cycle
circle will be complete.
Yeah, and so the cycle continues.
So you know what doesn't suck, unlike Christmas cards, is running Ancient Apparition and Earthshaker as
it's been sweet.
As a roaming support combo. So
Lion. I liked Lion Ancient Apparition.
Lion was good too. Let's get our Dota 2 talk out of the way, because it's obligatory after all on this show. We decided, Roland has hit the spot where he decided he wanted to spam.
I said, it's time to climb MMR. I'm not going to go from Invoker. I literally had Invoker, Chen, Visage in a row. 1-2, lost the Invoker game. I carried that game, though, as Invoker, which was crazy. And it was because somebody on the stream was like, hey, play Invoker. And then they're like, hey, add me. And I was like, okay. And the next thing I know, Steam has a calling function where they can call you, and he's like, I'm going to call you and coach you. And I'm like, ignore. No, you're fucking not. And I was like, no, dude, that is way too... He's like, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just going to call you and talk to you the entire time while you're playing Dota. And it's like, no, you don't get it. I play video games for fun. I don't play video games so you can fucking call me and tell me what to do on Invoker because you played him. And after that, I was just like, ignore... No. I didn't ignore him, but I was like, definitely fucking not, is what I told him when he tried to call me. I was like, no fucking way. Like, am I going to listen to you talk?
Well, and I mean, throw on that you are really interactive with the stream, or fairly interactive with the stream throughout the majority of your games. Yeah. Having him there, you trying to be interactive with the stream and playing Invoker all at the same time sounds like a recipe.
He's like, add me in the Twitch stream, and it's just like, okay, dude, like, I went to my main menu, because it shows the main menu in Dota. I was like, this is all the information you need. Add me. Like, go ahead, and I'll accept your friend request. Next thing I know, the motherfucker's calling me. It's just like, dude, like, no.
Came on too strong.
Yeah, it came on way too strong. And then Fafnir comes in there and is like, every sentence Fafnir starts with get, do, go. Like, it's all action words that he starts with.
He's trying to inspire action.
And he's just like, you're a casual player. And I was like, no, I'm not. And he's like, well, that's why you don't want advice. It's because you're a casual player. And it's like, no, I just don't want to listen to your dumbass. That doesn't make me a casual player. Like, does it? I played Dota
okay, so, I mean, you're not playing to become a pro.
No, I'm not. No, none of us are going to make it to TIs, okay?
No, I completely agree.
None of us are going to make it to tier 7 teams, I'll even say. Tier 8 teams, okay? Tier 15 teams, none of us are going to make it to. I don't want your shitty advice, even if it's right, okay? Because I play video games for fun.
What's funny is your attitude is that the advice is shitty.
Oh, the advice is probably right. And most of the time I'll look over and, like, begrudgingly do what Fafnir says anyway. like, buy an SNY, buy an SNY, you need an SNY, you need an SNY. And just like, ugh. And then I start to buy an SNY. You know what I mean? But it's,
it's not even that the advice is shitty or even that I think you think it's shitty. I think that's, like, your go-to defense mechanism. It's that you just don't, you're somebody who doesn't like being told what to do.
No. And especially, like, people were asking me on the stream, they're like, so why do you only play solo queue? And I was like, because I don't have to listen to anybody. I can actually play video games because after all, they're America's pastime, right? Like, video games, like, in my life, at school, I'm told what to do, okay? Hey, you need to go do this assignment. Hey, you need to do it by this date. Hey, this is the rubric, you know what I mean? Follow this. Do this exactly as I say. Then I play video games. Shouldn't I be having fun? Shouldn't I be doing what I want to do?
Right,
Isn't this free time?
Okay, do you think that you still have fun whenever you're losing?
Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay.
But there's sometimes I don't have fun when I'm winning. For instance, like, you know those rage wins that we have?
Yeah, for sure.
That last game that we lost, I had a blast. And I even said that in the game. And I was like, good game, guys. Like, that was fun. Like, we lost. Like, and I keep a good attitude. Like, that's the thing. I'm not a rager. I don't talk shit on people. I'm super nice. I'm super friendly. I try and diffuse situations. But the last thing that I want to see, and I think people come to the stream for this reason. That's fine. You can keep coming to the stream. I just won't listen to you. But they come to this reason to, like, coach me. They feel like they're taking it upon themselves, like
I think that's okay.
Come across,
but you advertise.
They're gonna help.
You advertise typically what MMR you're playing at.
Sure,
I think
they should know.
No, I completely agree, but I think that's pretty.
Come and have fun, because I am so interactive. But that's what I'm asking for.
Sure, but I think it is I think you should be anticipating that people are going to want to come by the stream when they see 2K, 2.2K, and expect that maybe you want.
I just put 2K. or just
whatever. But I mean, they're going to see your MMR or see it somewhere along the way and expect that you want to get some level of advice.
And I made that very clear. The thing is, like, okay, I played that Invoker game. He wanted to call me. I said, no, talk to me just on the stream. Like, you can say what to do. And, like, he's like, okay, buy no Talisman Tangos and then get a Midas. And, like, I was like, okay, sure, dude. Like, fine, I'll do that. And then, you know, but when it's like coming in, they're like, hey, my number's bigger than your number, so I'm an authority figure, do this, is the most obnoxious fucking thing on earth. I'm going to say that right now. It is a video game, okay, that I do to pass the time. To have fun, to solo shaker my way.
But I think some people don't enjoy a game if they are losing more often than they're winning. I mean, let's be honest. Like, if you're playing a competitive game, you're playing to win it. You do want to win.
Absolutely, and I want to get better. And Fafnir's like, well, I guess you don't want to get better. And it's like, yeah, I guess not. Like,
okay, so now
it's like I feel like practice makes perfect. You know what I mean?
Sure, but
perfect practice makes perfect.
No. Actually, practice doesn't necessarily make perfect.
Perfect practice makes perfect.
Practice can be a bad thing.
Yeah, if you're practicing the wrong habits.
Right.
If you're instilling wrong habits. But the thing is, IDGAF. Okay? That's my bottom line.
Okay, but I mean,
just like if I was over your shoulder and was like, dude, are you really gonna fly your starship that way?
Yeah,
are you really,
sure.
dude? Yaw left. You're gonna get there faster if you yaw left. Yaw left. How long would that take before you said shut the fuck up?
But I don't think that's what people are doing to you in stream.
No, I don't think that's what people are doing in stream. But that's why I don't play. That's why I only play solo.
Right.
That was
the problem
my
is,
explanation.
I think you interpret what's being said to you that way, when in all reality, all they're doing is tossing out a single line of advice.
No. Are you fucking kidding
No,
me?
a single line of advice at a time. But like, I find it hard to
I'm
believe.
not talking about the stream. I'm talking about why I play solo.
I understand.
That's my.
Oh, sure.
That's
okay.
why I play solo.
A little bit different.
Yes,
I get
way
it.
different. That's
but like,
what the
with
stream
the
was asking.
Like, because I
stream can say whatever the fuck they want.
I have a hard time imagining Fafnir sitting there typing get S and Y over and over and over repeatedly. I don't think that he would do that. You smile like he has. I want chat logs. I want to see the proof.
I don't give nearly enough fucks to give you a chat log. And I don't care. No, the stream is the place for you to come and tell me what to do. What I'm saying is I reserve the right, by playing solo, to ignore you on the stream and to not listen to your advice and play Dota for fun and have an interactive stream with music.
Also, I think there's another, frequently I think issues that people experience are because of, differing definitions
of, how to play.
What's going on.
In Fafnir's mind, I understand, because he's climbed a shitload of MMR.
I think
he's good.
Yeah, well,
and he knows better than I do.
There's also a difference in, definition for what you consider casual play and others do. So I think the typical Dota player, for instance, plays, if they're playing casually, they're playing in normal, which is something you never do.
I've never.
You pretty much exclusively play in ranked.
Oh yeah.
And I think when people come in and see you playing ranked,
I'm zeroed in on, dude. My scope is zeroed in on, I'm a 2100 player.
Right.
That is exactly what I am.
But I think people see you playing ranked and assume that you're there to get better. They're not looking at a ranked game as a casual game. And I think that's a big difference. I think it would be interesting for you.
I'll put a disclaimer. I'm not going to play normal. So if that's
well, it would be interesting to see you play normal.
No thanks.
Or to see you,
because then I'll just do goofy shit. Because then I don't.
But that's what you do, goofy shit anyway.
Just like with poker, when we would do home games, they're like, let's just not put any money behind it. I was like, no, then I just don't even see any point in the game.
No, I'm with you there.
You know what I mean? I need to have some weight behind my movement. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And in normal, sure, I agree with everybody's sentiments on normal, where it's get in, Ursi, for instance, he has a great things to say about ranked, and I'm sure it would be a great way to climb if I desired having a 4K dick opposed to a 2K dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you jump in when the patch comes out, it gets figured out, you go back to normal, you play some normal, you get better, new patch comes out, you blast some MMR. That's a good way if you are interested in getting a bigger MMR dick. Okay?
Sure.
I don't need natural MMR enhancement, okay? I am fine with being exactly where I am, and I have fun in ranked because people take it more seriously, and that's a point that was brought up on the stream when I was talking to the stream.
Yeah, and I'd agree with you.
They said that, okay, then why don't you just play normal if you're not so competitive, or you're doing this just for fun. You're playing Dota for fun? What?
Yeah.
And it's because I want people to take it as seriously as I am. I'm not going into a ranked game and playing Meepo and buying 6 mangoes
not
off
anymore,
the start.
Anyway.
Well, I did at the start, yeah, because I thought I could be a good Meepo. But no, I'm not doing that anymore. I play every single game to win. I want to win. I have more fun coordinating with people, even if it's a lost game. That's why we've been having so much fun playing together.
Think so too.
It's because we both have a very tame temperament. We don't get angry at the game. We don't scream. We don't yell. We don't argue back and forth that that was stupid, that was smart. Well, we compliment each other's plays, but we don't retrospectively harp on bad plays.
Sure.
Which leads for more fun Dota to me.
Yeah, I completely. Well, it also helps that we're winning a lot.
We're winning a lot, but I mean, that game we lost, did we dude, if you would have landed your goddamn ult, then it would have been different.
Yeah, but
we don't.
We also had a common enemy in that 1600 axe that
he was
partied with that 3K guy.
He kept saying to report you, and you were getting these awesome Ancient Apparition ults, and I was like, Axe, you're muted now, dude. Like, why do you do this?
Well,
like,
oh man, he just it was like he lived to feed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had 25 deaths by the end of that match. We at one point, so when I pulled up the scoreboard because I was looking at it and it was like, God, you and I, everywhere we went, I felt like we were resulting in a kill. Or at least an even trade.
And creating space. Like,
yeah, and creating a ton of space.
Like, it was not just like that excuse space created. Like, it was like, we are literally a roaming gank squad, and it is fucking the most fun I've had in Dota in a very long time.
So, we were, I guess, real quick to let everybody know what we've been doing.
Earthshaker, Ancient Apparition.
Earthshaker, Ancient Apparition, we pick them right off the bat. I buy wards and courier, Roland by sentries. We
Sentries
pick up
and
our
mango on Earthshaker.
and we pick up our basic support items, and then we hit the road, and we don't stay in a lane.
And we both get mana boots, which is awesome. And it's not necessarily that me as Earthshaker needs... Like, I could easily get away with Soul Ring Tranquils. I do the mana boots because I know that I'm going to be playing support, and I'm going to be all over the map, and I'm going to be providing mana all over the place.
It has been good to have the two sets.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Like, when that Wind Ranger's like, oh god, we can't push this tower, and it's like, mana boots. And it's like, oh, we can't push that
now
tower?
You got 500 mana.
Yeah. Like, let's push the tower.
Go.
I'm doing it, for like a selfless reason. Like, yeah, the mana boots are good on Earthshaker. People do it all the time. The greedier build on Earthshaker is definitely Soul Ring Tranquils, where it's like, infinite, amounts of mana, basically. But, yeah, I definitely favor the helping the team. And also, in ranked, everybody wants to carry. Everybody wants to be
Always.
LeBron James, right? I'm fine with not being LeBron James. I'm fine with being the dude who alley-oops to LeBron James while he dunks it. You know what I mean? And we've been doing a great job at that.
We've been creating... Well, I mean, even to the point where we're getting a shitload of farm ourselves because it's working so well.
And if you look at our Dota buff, we are not in a lane. Like, it gives the 3, like, starting lane, mid lane, like, however that works at different times, what lanes it determines
top,
we're in.
mid, bottom, jungle, I think.
We are like...
We're safe.
Like, our games are like top, mid, or mid, bottom. Or bottom, mid, or bottom, top, mid. Like, we are literally roaming gank squad, and several times people have said, I just don't see this.
Yeah, we've had several times where people are just like, oh, you never see this kind of support. You never see support.
It is taking it to the next level. It's not just sitting in lane and babysitting your Medusa, and here, Medusa, here's another salve. Here you go. Here, let me go home and I'll refill your bottle. Like, oh, hey, no, it's like, no, we're gonna if you're in trouble, we'll TP up there right away and make it so you're not in trouble anymore. But we're not gonna stay there forever.
No, we're gonna move around.
Because bottom's now in trouble.
We've been getting way more, we've been getting way more versatility anyway out of it for the entire team because we've forced everybody to play scared in the lane.
Oh, everybody, they don't know if Earthshaker and Ancient Apparition are up there right now.
Who knows where they are right now.
And
who they're going to try to hit next.
And I mean, this all started with, I was talking to Cyphus and I was like, I don't know, we need to figure out our next, like, Coddle Bristleback, is what I was telling him. I was like, we need to figure out, like, the next, like, 2 heroes that we can pick. And I was like, why don't we just both pick supports? And then Cyphus is like, better yet, Ancient Apparition, Earthshaker. Cold Feet into Fisher, into their fucking dead.
And just the beauty is like that's just our level 1. I mean, by the time we hit level 3, we're following that up with we're doing the Cold Feet, the Fissure, followed up by the Chilling Touch, and then
the Ground Pound Slam Around,
raping the team, wrecking the team,
wrecking. Yeah, I prefer
wrecking, not raping.
Wrecking, not raping. And the great thing about our level 1 is that we don't have the damage to secure the kill. And I say this is a great thing because we're always around to carry. And the carry can always just go in there and like doink and get the last hit and get all the gold for the kill.
I mean, occasionally we pick up kills, but
for the most part, we're giving those
more
kills
often
away.
than not, you and I wind up with somewhere like 16 to 25 assists in a match.
Yes.
But we're getting a ton of AoE gold along the way.
Oh, we're filthy rich. Like,
up.
I'm playing, like, if I was just a static offlane Earthshaker that was supporting some dude, okay, for, whoever, some carry or safe lane, I would be much poorer, for sure.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Especially AA.
Yeah. And so, I'm gonna loop this back to my diatribe, okay? Because this is kind of where the heart of it all exists. And why I play solo is that I don't expect cooperation in solo. I go into it, so I'm not let down. You know what I mean? There's no letdown.
Sure.
And playing with certain people, like Gothier, for instance, it's a blast playing with Gothier, and I'll take any chance I can to play with Gothier, or the First Panda, or people like that who have a tame temperament, who understand that I'm not super serious about the game, and that I'm a 2K player, and that they are willing to work with me, and they're willing to coordinate. Tiny IO with Gothier mid is so much fun being his IO, because he's just a calm guy, you know, he's got a family.
Well, just anytime there's coordination, you're right. Like, those are the most entertaining games because they work. I mean,
they work, and it's just like you have that sense of camaraderie. Like in battle. Like you're in World War II and you got that buddy that's in the trench with you. You know what I mean? And you feel a little better about being in that trench because your buddy's to your left. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's hell out here, but like, at least we've got each other. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's what I appreciate about that. And
well, that's what
Dota's supposed to be.
At the core of all team games for me. Like, that's why I've always enjoyed playing Left 4 Dead.
And you always play the healer too. And for that reason.
Hey, yeah.
You're always the healer.
I'm down to, and because my attitude going into most games is, I'll grab a support position because look at the people we play with too. I mean, Wazoo. Have you ever played a game with Wazoo where he played?
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Or where he was drawn
remember when he
exclaimed
he's going to be a 5? He's like, I'm done, I'm a 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a 5.
We'll see how long that lasts.
But if you go to like every video game or board game, whatever I play, it all has to do with cooperation. We loved a board game called Pandemic. Cooperative. Fun.
Yeah.
Really, really fun. Dungeons and Dragons, the most cooperative game you're going to play.
Yeah.
Hey, I have this spell that's going to work in conjunction with this thing that you can do.
I'm going to hold him, you charge him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it is cooperative. With solo, I'm going in there and I'm trying to create that. And if it doesn't get created, I just play my best and I win or I lose. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I pick up little things along the way. Like, I do regret saying that there's nothing to learn from the people that are at my skill level. I do not feel like I'm smarter or better or beyond the people that I play with in solo ranked. I feel like they're on the same lonely journey that I'm on, trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. And every once in a while, some of them, and every once in a while, not even every once in a while, I'd say every game there's one little simple interaction or one little thing that I've never seen before that I picked up on, and maybe when I'm faced with that very specific scenario, I'll do the same thing. Yeah. And that does make me a better player. I learned in that last
game, I mean, I don't know why this wouldn't be the case, but it's just one of those things I never really, like, actively saw or thought about. But that Ice Blast impacts Warlock's Golems. They don't get the regen from the Immolate.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, of course they shouldn't, like, when I think about that logically.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things, like, kind of made me go, because I'd never really seen it in practice.
Yeah, and we won that game. But yeah, so people were asking me like, well, you've got you have all these people that do shows with you, why don't you play with them? And it's like, because it's an emotional thing playing a game of Dota. Like, that sounds lame, but it is. It can be. It can be a very emotional thing, and especially with some of the people that I played with in the past that I won't play with again, that I do work with on a weekly basis. I have no interest in playing Dota with them because this is my free time after all.
Yeah.
And they're making my free time miserable. Yes, they're good people and I respect them.
Well, and I think
outside of the game.
I think we are more often than not anchors for them. We're not like...
Sure. Maybe we're the worst players in the world, but that doesn't mean that, like... And I guess you go into it with a different attitude, but my attitude is like, I just always come back to the I guess you could call it like jumping on the defense, but like, this is a video game, you guys. Like, and that's why I loved StarCraft, I guess, is I played solo, like, and I got really good at it, like, in my opinion. Like, I was a pretty good StarCraft 2 player, and I didn't do that with people constantly yiping at me, for, hey, you need to split your Marines up, there's Banelings coming. Those are all gonna blow up if you don't No, I watched YouTube videos, and I watched streams, and I watched tournaments, you know what I mean? And I saw literally the best, not people that watch the best and can interpret it better than I can. Literally watching the best and hopefully improving. As for Dota 2, I'm quickly going to stop playing this game if it continues to be that way. It is obnoxious playing with people like that. It is the people that ruin that beautiful game. It is not the game itself. That game is beautifully built. Last night I was on some YouTube craze and I saw that Getting to Know Roland, which was like September of 2014. We recorded those getting to knows. And I was like, I just love this game because it's cooperative and it's just a beautifully built game. And the second I saw it, I never played StarCraft 2 again because it's just such a beautifully built game. And it absolutely is. But I don't need to hear your thoughts all the time.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's basically what I told the stream and I kind of went on like a little like, just like, let me play. Like, and so, and that's, you know, where my frustrations come from. That's why I left the 82L team, or was traded out on the 82L team, whichever way you want to put it. But I left the 82L team because it wasn't fun. And yeah, I don't know. I'm having a ton of fun though. Right now, playing Dota with you.
Yeah, it's been just I guess to your point there, like I definitely feel the like emotional impact of a Dota game from time to time.
Yeah,
even in solo. I mean, sometimes it gets the blood boiling.
But when the stream's going and I have a fucking Santa hat on and and Christmas music is playing, it's really really hard to let like even a horrible game get to me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Where it's like,
well, that sounds like the right way to play. I won't lie. Like, I mean, I'm with you. Like, I have no delusions of grandeur that I'm going to become the best support in the world.
I think Dota will be dead before I even make 3K. Like, I don't think I'll ever even be a 3K player before I'm on to the next game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, I won't share.
I'll bet you. I hope we at least hit 3K in the party because it has been fun. The roaming,
I bet we can.
The roaming gang squad
easily
has been a blast.
I think that's the way we get to 3K. Honestly, is doing that, you and I queuing up, making, and
it'd be fun to roll that in. Well, one, it'd be fun to find some other cool support combos that do that.
Well, we know that, like, the anchors are Earthshaker and Ancient Apparition. It's like, we can have Ancient Apparition and we can have Lion. Because an Earthshaker got picked the other, in one game, and I went Lion. And it was an excellent fucking game. Because it works similarly. Not the same, similarly.
Well, and I mean, you have, and we could get into it, but I'd rather not. But I do think Lion is a good substitute for either of those heroes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there would be some other fun combos, roaming combos that I would love to try that I think would be good to do.
Yeah, I think a bounty hunter. I think Mirana, but Mirana's so skill shoddy. Like, watching. I played a game with the first with Panda last night. The first Panda.
I would argue that Earthshaker has a lot of skill shot to him as well.
Not nearly a Mirana because the Fisher doesn't come down in like it's just bam and the whole wall's
But there
down.
is that cast delay, and that cast delay on Fissure. I mean, even still, like, it's obvious that like you're still getting used to him because frequently the Fissure, and I do it way worse.
Yeah, I miss
it. Well, not just miss, but like if you hit it.
They wind up on the other side.
Yeah, on the wrong side.
Yeah,
and like,
it's really hard.
Oh, man.
And that's where you can really appreciate, like, PPD, which congratulations to Evil Geniuses on winning the Summit 4. If you watch PPD play Earthshaker, you're like, he's just a poor motherfucker and whatever. But you see those fissures that he's landing where he's doing 3 things that are in one fissure that is really amazing. He's making it so they can't escape. Literally blocking their path. He's making sure they're on the right side of the wall, and he's hitting them with the fissure. Yeah. I can do one of those 3 things.
1 out of 3.
Yeah, I'll do one of those 3 things.
They can't escape, but I don't hit them. And half the time they're on the wrong side.
Which is why, like, I don't know, watching, like, if I didn't know anything about Dota and I watched PPD play Earthshaker, I'd be like, he's some, like, I don't know, gorilla guy that's throwing out these wall things and it seems to, block space. Looks pretty easy. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. But back to the first Panda, watching her play, we did a Mirana Earthshaker offlane, which was just an amazing experience for me playing that game last night. It truly was an amazing experience. She would ping a spot that was literally fogged, and she would know that the Crystal Maiden was going for the ward. Or the rune at that time. And it would be like 158. And she'd launch the arrow max distance. And she'd be like, Fissure. And I'd be like, you're just like throwing an arrow like blind.
Fissure of faith.
Yeah, just like you're throwing that arrow blind. And the arrow would hit. And I'd get the kill with the Fissure.
And like, just that game sense that
it's just like impeccable the things that she would do. And Diffusal Blade on Mirana, never even thought of it. Would have never bought it. Like, even though Mirana's an agility carry or agility semi-carry support, whatever she is when she's in Vogue,
She frequently gets dusted.
She got this diffusal blade, and it just made her arrows that much more potent, or chase too, because she would leap, diffusal, starfall, arrow, doink, 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 dead, and it was just like, oh my god, like I can't even fathom like doing that. Like it just looks so easy and fluid. Like watching it was like, yeah, I could play Mirana and get a diffusal blade and land arrows like that. No, I can't.
All right, Panda, just lose like 400 MMR and come join our AD2L team.
Yeah, we realized that.
Go on a nosedive.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. I want to talk about Elite Dangerous because I got you to download it. It's downloading now, right?
I wonder if it's done.
Yeah, let's double check that.
Let's see. Oh, come on, computer, wake up from your sleep.
So I had I had the opportunity to sit down and play some Dota. I was visiting my girlfriend over the weekend.
Oh, it's done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I took my PC there, and I started looking through my games, and I was going to play some Dota, and I wasn't really sure. And my girlfriend remarked, she said something like, I have 7 games that I've never played on Steam, that I've purchased on Steam, that I've never played. And I started looking through my list, and I have like 12 or 15 games that I've procured along the way, fully intending to play, or was really psyched about, seeing a trailer somewhere, caught it on a Steam sale, whatever, and never played them. Elite Dangerous was one of those that I had heard about, actually on the Dotaverse, I think I told you.
Yeah.
I just remember one of the hosts talking about how he had stopped playing Dota for their Commend and Report section. And he was playing Elite Dangerous, and he had this moment where he was being chased by an enemy fighter, and he pulled a 360-degree maneuver where he just flipped the ship, looking backwards, threw the thrusters in reverse, and started firing at the guy moving backwards while the guy was moving forward head-on at him. And I was like, God, that sounds like a blast.
Yeah, that sounds epic.
That sounds like a badass time. Yeah. And so I remembered hearing it, and I'm a sucker for space travel games anyway. Like that's, the kid in me, like, still wants to be an astronaut, still misses all of that.
Sure.
And I had just recently downloaded the X-Wing, games, and I loaded up X-Wing Alliance, and I realized how, it is a cool game, but just how boggy it is. How clunky is a better way to describe it.
Usually those flight simulator type games are. They're just clunky.
Well, that's just old school. I downloaded that more or bought that more out of nostalgia than anything. And I don't know, it didn't really scratch the itch, and so I never really went back to it. But so sitting there looking at Elite Dangerous, I decided, all right, I'm going to boot this bad boy up.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got it for a great deal.
Yeah, I got it. I think I got it for $15 off on the winter sale. I don't think I got it for 15. But yeah, so it is as advertised. You are flying around in a spaceship. You are a pilot for that spaceship. You have the ability to procure new spaceships to fly around. It is a recreation. They claim a recreation of the Milky Way.
Yeah.
And it's vast. I mean, I showed you. We pulled up the map.
The further out you zoom, and then you see
the galaxy.
The Milky Way or Andromeda or whatever you want to call it.
Well, and you didn't realize, like, it looks vast just from where we started. Like, when we pulled up that galaxy map, and I was like, so this is the galaxy map, and this is the system I'm in, and those are the systems around me, these are the systems I could jump to, and then we started zooming, and it just keeps fucking going.
And every little dot you see is an actual
is a system. It's a star.
You can actually go. Like like I said, it was downloading as this episode just finished, but I watched Cyphus play, and it's pretty cool. The way you're traveling is at 1,000,000 meters per second.
Yeah,
which is really, really cool. You go over the speed of light.
It has been praised for its physics.
Yeah.
They claim that it's the most realistic space exploration game that you could play.
Oh, I'd absolutely believe
with
that.
Obviously the exception being we don't have that technology. None of that technology exists, but this is about what it should have to be like.
Going the speed of light or over the speed of light, which you do in the game, is not even theoretical. It's considered impossible. So
they always say
everything's not even impossible. Theoretical. But no, I'm totally willing to play.
Suspend a little bit of disbelief.
Oh, I can. Yeah, it's a video game after all. I'm doing it.
Absolutely.
Do I need to go back on the diatribe on why I'm playing video games? you know, so.
But yeah, your goal is to hop in. You can, if you
I don't
want
know
to,
much about it,
if you want to be Han Solo or Mal Reynolds, for those of you who are Serenity fans, you know, you can be a smuggler. You can go, I mean, that's where I've been making my money. You know, turns out peddling drugs, good money. You just gotta escape those feds. If the feds start scanning your ship, then you gotta turn tail and run. Or ditch your cargo, which really sucks.
Oh, you just let it all go?
There's nothing worse than
Into space?
jettisoning cargo.
Why would you have to do that?
When the ship scan detected. When my nice lady my British, of course, my British computer lady comes on and says, ship scan initiated. That means the feds are scanning my ship to see what my cargo is.
And they just do that randomly?
Well, if they're in range, if you don't approach the space station from the right way while you're trying to smuggle those goods in and land at the dock and offload the goods before you get going. And even worse is whenever you start getting scanned, like I'm wanted in one sector because I picked up the drugs there and on my way out started getting scanned by the feds on my exit. So now I can't. I mean, I wasn't going to jettison the cargo. It was pointless at that. You know, at that
You're
stage.
leaving. You're
I was just, oh, boom! I'm gone, and I won't go back there. It's a big galaxy.
That's so cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's been stupid fun stuff like that. And as part of the news, I'll talk about it here. They're releasing. It's an indie game company, which is really impressive because it is a beautiful game. A lot of detail went into it. I'm really impressed with everything I've seen thus far. The elements that they're kind of lacking, it looks like they're trying to make up for it. There is no like first person mode, right? And by that I mean like the pilot. Mm-hmm. You're always within the ship. You know, you're not getting out of the ship and walking around.
That's just way too much complexity.
Yeah, that would just be
like I don't need to get around and walk around the space station. Like we can do it all from the ship. That's fine.
Yeah. So it's called Elite Dangerous Horizons, and it's out this Tuesday, and they are incorporating more planetary features. So now you're going to be able to go and actually land on a planet, and if you can afford it, because you've done enough jobs, you can pick up a rover and dispatch a rover and start rolling around the planet. And start mining your minerals that way, or getting into fights that way. It's disturbingly fun. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about it. I'm ready to hop back in. Yeah, I'm ready to make another jump.
I'm definitely looking for my next game. Just Dota is it's taxing, dude. It
takes a lot of time.
It takes a ton of time. Especially like I just hate the fact that it's like, hey, do you want to go get lunch? And it's like, I'm 20 minutes into a game. Do you mind waiting anywhere between 30 minutes?
10 to 30 minutes.
10 to 30 minutes. They're like, no, I would like to go now. Like, just turn the game off and we'll just go.
Even worse is when you're like, oh, I'm 20 minutes into the game. This thing will be over in 30 minutes for sure. And then it's an hour and 15 minute game.
Yeah, and I've been getting some 70 minute. I had a 75 or no, an 80 minute Morphling game. That's. Ugh. And I had people in there like, "What are you doing?"
You could have watched a movie.
I know, 80 minutes. I was playing Morphling that entire time, and it was like, "Oh, we lost. Oh, we lost. Oh, wait. Oh, we know we lost. Oh, wait. No, we lost. No, we lost. Wait, no. Oh, we fucking won!" Like that's how that game was. Like just speeding it up, summarizing it. Like it was a lost game that came back from the dead. It was really fun.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, I miss that the StarCraft 2 thing where it was like, yeah, you know, you hop in the shower, I'll play a game of StarCraft, and then we'll go. You know what I mean?
Okay, so there is an element of that in Elite Dangerous, in that I don't know what happens whenever you log off and you hit save and quit and your ship is just out in space. Mm-hmm. I have always, you know, what I was telling Rin the entire time was, okay, if you want to go, I gotta get to a dock real quick. I'm like, hold up, let me pull it up. Nearest dock, oh yeah, it's
only a couple light seconds.
It's like 600 LS away. I'll be fine. Hang on, I'm gonna get there real quick.
Yeah. No, I miss that though. I do. I miss being able to like, turn the video games off and like, alright, yeah, I'll go participate in real world activity.
Yeah.
You know, I think I would have appreciated Dota a lot more when I was younger.
Oh God!
If I could just like get off school and be like, "Yo, going down to my room."
Could you imagine how much more impairment your social skills would have?
I don't know. I just say Kappa a lot more. I guess I don't know. Yeah, no, we've talked about the Ventrilo World of Warcraft 40-man thing, talking with people.
Yeah.
I don't think that improves social skills. I think that was...
No, I mean, well, maybe... I won't say that it doesn't have its benefits, but I mean, as far as social interaction, no. I mean,
I'm definitely an extrovert, so I don't really struggle with speaking with people.
Thank God. If you were an introvert.
Yeah, oh God, I would be fucked. Yeah, no, I've never really had... I mean, my problem is maybe I'm a little bit too extroverted.
Maybe.
I have no issue talking to
nobody's ever said that before.
Anybody, so that's why I can hold myself up and play video games.
Where are we at on time? How far into this thing
We're close. We're close.
We're close to the end? Mm-hmm. Should I look at some news real quick?
I don't know. I think you guys can look out for a great week of Dota 2 content, of course. The Summit 4 is wrapping. You can now, blink and stop laughing at Sir Action Slacks or with Sir Action Slacks. He did an excellent job, by the way, Slacks. He was like the front man, if you will, for the Summit 4. I know you were pretty disconnected from the Summit 4, so was I. I didn't really watch much of it, but from what I did see, it was pretty much Sir Action Slack's face pasted all over the place. That guy is well deserving of everything he has. Super funny guy. Won the best episode for the .Peabodys. I watched that video last night too of Sir Action Slack's acceptance speech, and that guy is funny as hell. I love that guy.
He is funny.
And unfortunately, there's that huge dissection of love or hate. Like, people either hate him or love him. I am definitely on the love him side. I think he's put a lot of hard work in.
All the crap that he gets for the stuff at the Summit right now, I don't think is warranted.
He's filming and then immediately going up and editing this shit and, making these videos. Like, he is one of the hardest working people in the scene.
Well, if he's having a hard time getting gamers to talk, it's not his fault.
No, and I mean he's trying really, really hard, and some of them were really, really cringy, and it wasn't Sir Action Slack's fault. It was, I mean, these goddamn players just like either, I don't know what it is, like they think they need to be funny, they think they need to be cool, or they're just extremely introverted. I'm not sure, because he's asking like he has a fucking laminated notebook in front of him, okay, where like he is flipping through this, like he is prepared a shitload for these interviews, like to ask questions, to ask relevant information, to hopefully invoke or provoke. Thank you. I know that I've played Invoker a little too much lately.
A little too much.
To get them to just talk, and like goddamn Sumail like burying his fucking head in a goddamn hoodie. It's just like...
But we can't blame them. That's what I always get told.
No. So, what we need to do is call his parents and have his parents teach him some fucking manners when he's getting interviewed, is what we need to do, because he's still underage. And he's just trying so hard, and it's Sir Action Slacks, like, I feel so bad, like, I want to be there and just give him a hug, and be like, dude, everything is okay, you're doing great, because he's nervous, like, these people are big in the scene, like, he's interviewing them in front of millions of eyes, like, of course there's gonna be some nervousness. But he's really putting himself out there, really trying to get these guys to talk. And, I mean, I'd have to say that Digital Chaos did by far the best job. I mean, they were pretty much the
figure. I mean, you've got, Suns Fan and Sajidine behind those guys. And they, just with Sajidine's background alone, the way Suns Fan interacts with people, like, they're very aware that if they want to be successful as a team, as a brand, as a scene, you got to get out there and talk to people.
And I mean, Owie, it was Sir Action Slacks talked to Owie 2000, and Owie was he was funny, he was nice. 1437 was funny, was nice. Bulba was funny, was nice. And PPD, good interview, because PPD for some reason is willing to talk. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so lame that he gives an interview. I mean, it's way cooler to bury yourself in your hoodie. But
you're not opinionated about this at all.
No, I watched every single one. Like, these are players that, like, literally shape our meta, that make the game different, that Ice Frog watches and says, hey, look, this hero needs to be changed because look at this exploit that this incredible player found. And Slacks is trying to just get them to fucking say 5 words. And no, he can't. He just can't. Not even Sir Action Slacks, who's a very talented individual as far as getting people to talk, getting people to laugh.
I'm going to sum up the news. What are we at time-wise? Tell me. Exactly.
Fitty.
Fitty? Okay. So here's the news. Half-Life 3 in the Steam database, just a gag. Somebody not the producers of Half-Life had something to do with that. The Half-Life producers have come out and said, we had nothing to do with that. We're not working on the game. It's not happening. So
that's exactly what they would say.
Valve is trying to stop Steam accounts from being hijacked by putting in a 2-tiered trade offer system.
Isn't it like a phone mechanism where you confirm on your phone or some
like
shit?
That.
Yeah. By the way, I saw something about the Steam market and everything like that, and it was asking you like, have you bought less sets? Have you spent less money on Dota recently? And it was like, yeah. I haven't spent a goddamn dollar on Dota since I bought that shitty compendium for the Frankfurt Major, and I don't plan on spending any more money on that game ever again. Because sets are they're not something to be coveted anymore. Like, I don't look at something and be like, wow, what a cool set. It's like, I have 7 of those. Like, sitting, I'm trying to give them away, but people don't even want them. Like, They took a market that was flourishing and just put it in the gutter. That's all I have to say.
More money to be had the other way, I think.
Yeah.
Video games help your memory if you're playing 3D video games.
Weird.
Especially with old people.
Really?
Yep. And Final Fantasy VII's getting a remake.
Cool. Sephiroth is coming back, huh?
Guess so.
You didn't play Final Fantasy VII?
Nope, never played any of the Final Fantasies. Didn't give 2 shits.
Yeah.
But everybody else does.
I don't give really that much of a shit about Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, and Dota 2 686 is on its way.
Yeah, apparently people were theorizing that it would be out by now. Let's see. We'll go ahead and go to our the best place to find information about Dota 2, Reddit.
Redbull.com, by the way, posts a ton of Dota 2 articles, which I had no idea. They're all kind of interesting, but they have this one about 5 changes they want to see in Dota 2 686. And one of the things that they want to see is an all-ban, all-pick mode, where every player gets, in addition to their pick, a ban.
Yeah, we were talking... Didn't you worry? Oh, maybe it was just Wazoo and I that were talking about this.
Oh, yeah, not me.
Yeah, no, that's something that's been kind of thrown around that's going to be added in 686.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Is that you pick and you ban. And then, on your, when you pick, you also pick a ban.
Yeah.
Which I think that actually does bad things for the game. Because, especially if they add it to all pick, if I'm banning heroes in all pick, it's like, already you have to deal with, oh, that motherfucker stole Invoker from me. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I wanted to play Invoker so badly, and he banned Invoker. It's going to lead to, I think, more civil unrest, to be honest.
More trolling, yeah. You're going to get some trolling, where I see you hovering over Earthshaker, lock in my pick, and ban Earthshaker.
Yeah, I think it's actually a very bad move, and something that the scene is definitely not mature enough to handle.
Yeah, well, we'll see. At the same time, though, I mean, it'd be nice whenever you lock in your Nature's Prophet to ban out a Spirit Breaker.
Sure. And that's the point behind it, is to say, hey, we're not going to make it so you just get fucking countered ridiculous. Like, TA, I think
it has the potential to really, make a very interesting change.
Look at the mid. Okay, look at the me mid, okay? He locks a mid, and he bans the other mid, just like you were saying. Or, you have...
What's wrong with that, though?
People can't play Pudge anymore, is what I'm going to say. You're going to see, especially in lower tiers of Dota, you're going to see Pudge ban every single time on the first pick. And then you're going to be criticized for not only your pick, but your ban. How often are you criticized for your pick? All the time. Do I get criticism for, why the fuck would you pick that hero? We need a hard carry. And I'm like, dude, I'm playing a anti-mage. And it's like, that's not a hard carry, that's a support. And it's like, whatever you say. I think it's going to do terrible things for Dota 2 if they add that. I think they should add a special mode where it's like, and make it ranked, and allow it to be ranked, where you can do, an all ban, all pick.
Yeah, that fucks with it a little bit, though. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if they do. I'm not holding out hopes for a new game mode.
I don't know. No, I'm just saying it would probably need to be a new game mode.
Please. Who knows what they're going to do.
Or just put it in custom games or something, because people get, their jollies off by trolling and making other people mad.
Do you think we'll get that first, or guilds?
We won't get guilds because
I don't think we'll ever get guilds.
That's an aesthetic. Why would we need? I mean, if they can't even work on the actual functionality, why would they work on aesthetics? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to put that more into the functionality than aesthetic category.
Guilds? Yeah. Yeah, sure. For us, it's functionality.
For players, yeah.
But not for them. I mean, they need to make their actual game work when you're in the game first. Yeah. You know? Before they can work on anything aesthetically. I saw a Reddit post about watching games and how they're like when you buy the Beyond the Summit ticket, they're like 35 pages of games. And it's like, he's like, you should never use pagination when you have anything over 5 pages. You should always use filters, and you should be able to click on teams. And the guy just made a UI. He's like, I was bored, so I decided to go ahead and do Valve's job, and here's what it should look like. And it was really excellent what he made for under the watch tab, how it could look and how easy it would be to do. It's just, you know, I don't know.
I feel like we've been really negative this episode.
I have been really negative this episode, but I feel like other than Beyond the Summit being a huge success and the Summit 4, you know, hosting some great stuff with some very talented people, definitely putting Sir Action Slacks in the camera more often was really, really fun.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's just good business model. Good business sense.
So, like, that's a very positive thing that has come out of Dota. And this actually has been a really good year of Dota. What I worry about is the year to come. Honestly, I'm definitely the end is nigh type of guy for Dota 2, unfortunately, just because things...
Well, the stats seem to agree with you, too.
Yeah. But I'm going to play the hell out of it because I love the game. I'm going to solo Shaker when Cyphus ain't around, and then I'm going to...
Gank Squad.
AA Shaker Gank Squad with Cyphus or anytime we can, because that's been fun.
I'm looking forward to more of that.
And
if we had Elite Dangerous.
If we had some bans, like we could ban the Juggernaut. Juggernaut sucks.
Juggernaut sucked. TA kind of sucked.
TA sucked. Blinking heroes suck. Anti-Mage sucks. Quap sucks.
Yeah.
Because they just blink out of your cold feet.
I worry a little less about the Quap and the Anti-Mage, though. I still felt like, in the end, they, more often than not, it felt like they were using those skills to engage, and by the time... Because
we're playing 2K, but I'm just saying, like, once we hit that 7K level, you know, we're gonna need to ban those heroes out. Yeah, Roland, the first .p member to make it to 7K. Fuck everybody.
But he's just a casual player, guys, so don't worry. Alright, I'm gonna close this out then. Okay. So that I might be able to convince you to play a little Elite Dangerous right after the show. Definitely recommend that, folks. Check it out. If you guys want to find us, we are at defenseofthepatients.com. You can email us at defenseofthepatients@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at @p_show. Find us on iTunes by searching for Defense of the Patients. Over at defenseofthepatients.com, we have done a revamp on the website. Still, I forgot I got to get you the content for the landing page.
I might just change that landing. Well, the landing page right now is the article section. So the landing page is not the home page, which has nothing under it. Don't worry, we are very well aware. Yeah. We're adding a rosters page as well for everybody that's playing on AD2L, so you can see their picture. We'll put a little bio and basically what position they play.
And the hosts. It'd be good to get a little bit about the hosts up there.
Yeah, we'll get some information about everybody that participates in Defense of the Patients, all of our wonderful
show schedules, all that. But also on every page, no matter what page, even if you click on the homepage that's under construction,
you see the Amazon banner.
That's right. And what we need you guys to do is go and click on the Amazon banner. Once you get to that page, create a bookmark for it. You can even just call it Amazon and save that whatever tab you're using, whatever, browser you're using. Save that little bookmark so that every time you go to Amazon, you can click through that. Amazon doesn't charge you anything. You don't pay any extra. You get the exact same price.
You get Prime for free for 30 days.
That's right. You get Prime for free for 30 days, and we get a cut. And it just basically helps us to keep the lights on, keep funding.
Which the lights are off right now, by the way.
That's right. It's very dark in here.
It's weird.
But yeah, it lets us pay for things like podcast hosting services. We try to bring music or different music for different shows. We need licensing
costs
for
money.
all of that.
Yeah, so there's a yearly cost to all the little musical interludes and outerludes that you hear. So everything costs money.
Though we haven't done any intros this year, or I guess we did a couple of intros this year, or a few. Oh no,
We've done a
like half
shitload this year.
Okay, well, we haven't done as many intros this year as we might have liked to, but we would like to do more of those. And now that we've kind of divvied up the way the shows are working, I think Roland and I are going to have a little more time to start going back to doing that, which was always maybe the most fun.
Yeah.
But we need licensing for all of the stuff that we use in the intros. Yeah. So all of that kind of stuff, if you click through the Amazon banner or go over to Patreon, which we're revamping as well, we're going to start having some prizes where we're doing 12-hour streams, 24-hour streams at a certain goal, and I think a big one at 36-hour. And we're going to do
36-hour stream
game giveaways the entire time when we hit those thresholds.
And I figure we do it like where you like pass off to the next person, and then the next person can sleep. Where it's like I'll
do 12-hour shifts,
12-hour shift, and then like
or we'll just take every host and make it. We'll divide 36 divided by X number of hosts.
Yeah.
I think you and I could handle the 12-hour though.
Oh, I could.
I think the first 12-hour we could probably do.
Yeah.
Straight through.
And we also talked about doing a 12-hour long show, Cyphus and I, where we literally just talk for 12 hours, kind of like exactly like we're doing now.
Stream it, have you guys involved, we'll record it, make it a special episode, all that good stuff.
Make it a 12-hour long episode. We realized that we could talk for 12 hours probably about nothing. So
if anyone ever wanted to hear that.
Yeah, so go ahead and donate money to Patreon if you want to hear a 12-hour long Defense of the Patience episode.
We'll be there with you. In fact, what we should do is schedule it so that it is actually on a Monday. We'll get up and we'll do it that way people can listen all through their workday.
Yeah, they can like literally wake up, like from the second you wake up to the second you get home to the second your wife's done making dinner to the second you're done eating dinner. I made that sound like we're in the 50s.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have a wife making dinner. Maybe she's the
breadwinner.
Maybe you're
fold
at home.
up the ironing board and put your shirts away.
I don't know. Audrey she's been like, ever since we got married, it's like this strive to like make dinner. It's
you gotta eat together.
No, we don't eat together. It's not about eating together. It's
God. It's just about eating at home.
It's just about
she just doesn't want you spending any money.
No, I don't even know I think it's just like she wants to like feel like that like 50s wife, I guess. I don't know what it is. It's really weird.
I hope she doesn't listen to this episode.
Oh yeah, Christmas gifts given away. All sorts of shit. That would be bad.
So
that'd be a disaster.
Yeah, so remember to click on that Amazon banner and hit up Patreon. That rework is coming and you'll see the Patreon stuff up there this week sometime. But of course the Amazon banner live and ready to go right now. And anything you guys can do to help the show helps us keep going. And just keep...
And we made it this far.
Yeah, we're over a year in now.
We're like...
coming up on our second Christmas episode.
Yeah, second. We've already done 2 Thanksgiving episodes. We didn't do the Thanksgiving episode.
No.
I think it was Ursi and Proud that did their episode actually aired on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It was a funny episode. I don't know if you listened to it.
Yeah, I did. It was good.
All right, guys. That's enough for us. That's enough jabbering. Definitely tune in tomorrow to Try Hard Tuesdays, where Blue and Wazoo will try to be hard. And at Dota 2, of course. Coming up on Wednesday is the Wednesday show again with...
I think we're calling it Wannabe Wednesday.
Wannabe Wednesday is the working title.
It is the working
I want to hear that for sure title. From their mouths. With Korean barbecue and Wood Shrew. Thursday, Try Hard Thursdays, Theorycraft Thursdays with Ursinity and Proud. And this Friday, we might have another special episode. We might not. That's all kind of up in the air. So until next time, this is Cyphus for Roland saying good luck and Godspeed.